Describe your 10 months in prison in detail.
The first 4 or 5 days I was there, I probably got 2 hours of sleep, and I probably did more of that walking around. And I never really felt bad about anything until I really started watching
You're sleeping
golf.
with one eye open, I'm betting?
Well, you know what? It's funny because those were some of the questions that I had for some of the inmates. I mean, hey, is anybody here that want to take advantage of you? I mean, what's it like to take a shower? I mean, can you just walk out as men and that sort of stuff? And he said, well, stay behind the curtain and do this, that, and other. If you drop a piece of slope, just slide it over with your feet or something of that nature. But no, we had, I mean, there wasn't none of that stuff going on. The guys back in one of the departments made me a golf club about the length of a 7-iron or 5-iron and put a little head on it, you know what I mean? And they say, we got something you can swing while you're here. I was out there on the softball field swinging that thing probably 50, 100 times a day. And actually, I took off about 8 pounds. But then they gave me access to the kitchen. Someone was always cooking.
Right.
So you meet the cooks back there, they throw you this, they throw you that, a little piece of pound cake or cheesecake or something of that nature. Next thing you know,
20 pounds.
The 8 pounds you lost is back on, then you gain weight.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's probably an experience I'll never forget. It's an experience that I would not want anyone in this world to go through. But if you have to do something for committing a crime, that would be the experience I would recommend.
Were you holding court, telling stories?
Oh man, did we tell some stories, God? I got some great stories to tell too, man.
Were
I mean,
people gathering around listening
oh
to
yeah,
Thorpe, bedtime stories?
Every night we had some bedtime stories, man. The guy just come in and hang around, pull the chairs up. We just started
Tell me
talking.
golf stories?
Yeah, you tell golf stories about your travels and all that sort of stuff. What it's like to play golf out there. How do you learn to play golf at that level? And the people that you played with, the people that you met, and
how many guys knew you as a golfer?
quite a few of the Caucasian guys.
Okay.
And I met a couple of guys that they played with me in the Pro-Am someplace.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
some guys you played in the Pro-Am, or?
Yeah, I played with a guy. We played 2 or 3 days together, 3 days together at Pebble Beach Pro-Am years ago.
Wow. Would
Tiger
you sit
Woods
around the
like-
dinner table, or would it be in a cell, or what was
No,
the setting of you
no.
telling
Well,
stories?
It was kind of around the bunks of the TV room. See, they had no cells there that I seen.
No cells?
No cells. I never
You were
seen
not
it.
in a cell?
No.
What were you in?
Oh, wide open, man. Just like being in a college dorm.
Oh, really?
Wide open.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. You do your popcorn and.
With bunks, or?
Yeah, with bunks. Yeah, one bunk, lower bunk, and a top bunk.
You're in the lower bunk?
You have tons of room to do what you want to do.
Okay.
You have plenty of shower space. You wash your clothes and that sort of stuff, man.
So how many inmates in one big room?
I think there was 15 where I was. There's probably room for another half a dozen.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had plenty of space there.
And how's the halfway house thing work? You're out during the day teaching golf here at the Legacy,
Well,
and then you go
first
back
of all,
there? Or?
First of all, they want you to work.
Okay.
Everybody at the halfway house, they want them to get a job.
Right.
And you pay the halfway house. I paid them 25% of whatever I make here.
Okay.
And from that point,
Like
I
an
think.
agent, skimming 25%.
Well, they take it off the top, man.
Okay.
And
that's right. Taxes.
taxes, yeah. So from that point, yeah, taxes. Someone asked me my opinion about the prosecutor for the federal government and all that sort of stuff, and I think I gave him an answer that he wasn't expecting. Because I told him, I said, you know what? I like to think he was just doing his job. See, to me, you have to have a direction. You have to know where you're going.
Right.
And the way I was headed, it just cost me money. Just cost me money.
Right.
And sooner or later, the well runs dry when you ain't putting nothing back in there.
Right.
And I just said, you know what, I gotta get.
Where is your well
I just
right now,
get
by
ready.
the way? Your
Well,
financial
my well needs some water.
What would you do differently? If you had a mulligan on your taxes,
if I
what
had a
would you do?
mulligan, I would definitely have it taken care of.
Yeah.
I would definitely. That was the first thing. That's
How
the
would
first
you have
thing.
taken care of it?
But well, the thing about it.
Well, you would have paid more attention?
I
Did you
think,
take
yeah,
your eye
yeah.
off the ball? Is that what I'm hearing on this?
Yeah. I think what happened, we just took the off the ball, and you just take things for granted. It's going to be taken care of. It's going to be okay.
Well, how many visitors do you think you had? Was it only just a few?
No, I see. Mike and his son came 3 times. Tom Randall came once, and Wes came once. I had 5 visitors. The wife and daughters wanted to come. I just didn't want them to see me there.
Right.
Because you have to wear these green uniforms. I hate green.
You wore a green uniform every day?
I hate green, man. I hate it with a passion. You never see me wear
Why do you
green
hate
and green. Because I had to wear it up there.
What if you won the Masters? You wouldn't wear that jacket?
No, I want a yellow jacket. I want a yellow jacket. No, nothing green.
One last thing. What advice, we got the annual filing deadline, the income tax IRS filing deadline. What advice do you have for taxpayers as we...
File your taxes. I mean, if you don't have the, file your taxes, you know what I mean? I mean, I think that's one of the things that people get caught up. They don't have the money, they choose not to file. It only becomes criminal when you do not file. So file your taxes, sign your name to that return and send it in. And you know, the money can follow later or whatever the situation may be, but you know, take it from me, man. And I've talked to a lot of guys was in there with the same problem that I had, and they said the same thing. If I'd have just filed my taxes, you know what I mean? Don't depend on nobody else to do it. Don't pay no firm to do it. You just go do it yourself. Get it done.
All right. Jim, thank you.
Hey, man, thank you guys,
All right.
man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure.